Well, we'll take a look at that now. The highlights from this morning's U16 Prep final comes in the way of this, and it started with this goal from Brock Such. He had great chances early on, but he deflected this shot from the right point on a try from the blue line by a shot from Reese Pedersen, walking in and then deflected in on a great tip there by Such. He's able to find the back of the net and give Northern Alberta the 1-0 lead. After that, it would be Northern Alberta early in the second period that would get the goal on the power play, and it was Overwater that found the back of the net, and Walker Overwater on a pass from the left wing side by Owen Berg would play back to the middle, and it was Overwater that puts it in after it went off a stick and came back to Overwater in the left circle. That gave Northern Alberta a 2-0 lead, that on the power play. They would come back once more and get themselves a 3-0 lead. It was Cole Reshney that would do so on a great pass from below the goal line, as Caden Longley from behind the net was able to center it back in front. Great forecheck there on the end boards by Hy Davidson, as it was work from Longley back to the front, and Cole Reshney able to fire it past the goaltender on the blocker side of Benjamin Paul Hill and the glove side of Paul Hill, and that made it a 3-0 game for Northern Alberta. But Edge came back and got this game to tight quarters, and it started with this chance from Devin Winder, able to throw it back in front of an off a body and off of a Northern Alberta defenseman at the front of the net into the back of the goal. Winder got his team within a pair, and a 3-1 Northern Alberta lead in the second period. Still in the second period, it was Edge that came back to make it a 1-goal game. Nice passing play that will find the stick of the Edge forward going to the side of the net in Josh Evashishin, who was able to tip in that shot coming from the right side by Mitchell Patrick and make it a 3-2 game. Miles Cooper also helped set that one up on the right side, as it was Evashishin that puts it by. So 3-2 heading into the third. That's where Northern Alberta took over. 4 straight goals for the Extreme. Started with this great pass by Cole Reshney to find Longley, who puts it into the back of the net. Longley helped set up Reshney earlier in the game. It was Reshney that helped sets up Longley here. A great one-arm pass to the middle of the ice, and Longley able to find the back of the goal. A terrific marker there for Northern Alberta that gave them a 2-goal lead once again, 4-2 Extreme with the lead early in the third period, and they added to it once again. Another 3-goal advantage. A great shot from the right circle. That off the stick of Owen Berg on the power play. Top of the right dot, a shot that just found its way through on the glove side of Paul Hill. The goal for Berg made it a 5-2 game at that point for Northern Alberta. They jumped ahead by more once again. Berg with a great forecheck sends it back in front, and it's Brock Such, short-handed, who's able to go through the legs of Paul Hill. That was the big dagger against Edge. That made it a 6-2 game in favor of Northern Alberta's second goal of the morning for Such, short-handed marker that made it a 6-2 game, as he got fed from below the goal line and was able to make his way in front and put a backhander through the legs of Paul Hill. An empty net goal for Northern Alberta that came in the way of Dylan Ronald. That was late in the game, and that is how things ended for Northern Alberta. For the third straight time the trophy's been handed out, and the fourth time in the program's history, it's the Northern Alberta Extreme on top of the U16 Prep division here at the CSSHL Western Championships in Penticton.